Hello, fellow Facebookers, YouTubers, and whoever may be watching this. Come one, come all ye hungry, lonesome souls, and minds that are open to the vast knowledge, insights, opinions, and experiences and philosophies that I uphold in my head, that I've gained and earned and learned through experience and the brutalness that comes with it. This video in this vlog or whatever it is, and if it goes successfully, I will be posting more. But if not, this will be my final one, and that will be it. I'm new to this, and so I don't know how well it's going to be. This first one is going to be a bit dark, but the topic is this. A lot of people in this world like to be inflicted pain upon. People go, why? Why would someone want pain inflicted upon them? Like, what is wrong with them? Well, nothing's wrong with them. Nothing's wrong with that person. They don't want to have to feel anything but what they know. That pain, that agony is what keeps them alive, makes them breathe, you know? And what makes them keep going in this world, because it's the one thing they know that's consistent and that's the realest of all. Maybe they consider that? I don't know. Anyways, that being said, here's some food for thought for everybody. In my life, I have been through a lot. In fact, most stuff I don't want to talk about, and most of it is tragic. The law, I mean, mostly it's about war, but it's other things too. I have gone and seen the far side of the ocean, some godforsaken battlefield. And no, I don't want to talk about it. No, I don't want to blab on like some moronic stone valor idiot. No. You ask, I'll answer. That's it. But in general sense, that's what everybody does. Because the whole world is misinformed, misguided, and looks for conflict in the most simplest of things. Looks for a reason to pick and pride at people. It is hard for anybody to see anything lesser of anybody than what they want them to see. And because one person sees the person as one thing, that is exactly what the person is. If the person is a good hearted person, then the world sees it. But if another person sees the bad in the person, all that good that someone once was becomes null and void and obsolete. And the person is forced once more into exile. That person who wants to be part of something, the person who wants to have a part of their life existing in something, but it doesn't. And that's me. I tried and I tried and I tried coming out and being part of a world that I know I couldn't be. I was without hope and without doubt lost, without much of anything. In fact, I wanted to just give up when I came home and never see the light of day again. I never wanted to breathe. I never wanted to do anything because life itself was meaningless because everybody made it feel that way. And I felt exactly as that, meaningless, pathetic, without world of excuse. I was nobody. My world had gone to shit and nobody cared. And everybody that did care was gone. And those who I thought cared didn't care. They just patronized me. So this is my stint, my spiel, my first video where it's going to be dark as hell. But honestly, I can't do it anymore. I can't keep pretending that I care about anything anymore, really. I can't keep trying to go forward and say that I'm okay when the truth is that I'm miserable, lonely, and depressed and fed up. I'm fed up with doing so much for so many people who only to have them discredit me in a blink of an eye and disregard everything good that I've done. I'm fed up with helping others with their problems whenever then in turn whenever I have a problem or an issue, no one seems to give a flying frick about it. I'm fed up with empathetically listening to people's problems and helping them out and giving the best advice I can, only to have others who I thought were my friends apathetically be closed minded, judgmental, and hastily accuse me of always being overly negative, insensitive, intolerable, and insufferable. I am fed up with willingly demonstrating acts of true friendship, which is straightforwardness, humbleness, respect, and compassion unto the masses, only to be cast aside and treated as an inconvenience. I am fed up with always feeling like I am someone's pity orphan, which others feel obligated to pick up a mantle when others fail and spend time with it. And I am fed up of taking every painful breath, knowing that I am no longer much longer for this world. I am going to pass on sooner or later, and I'm going to do it alone, and I'm going to do it depressed, and I'm going to do it miserably, because no one gives a flying two craps about me. Seems clear as day that no one gives a damn whatsoever about me, regardless. Even though I'm depressed and lonely and miserable, no one cares that I carry the weight of the world on my shoulders, along with my own miseries and regrets and my own forgettable nightmarishly memories from all that I have done during war. I can vividly remember the looks of woe, gloom, and dread as the light left their eyes of my brother and sisters who I served beside the Marines. I can remember their screams. I can remember the screams of my enemies. I can remember the gun dialogue, how it echoes loudly. But above all that, the loudness and most eerie and ghastly reminder in my head and memory is the fact that I buried my wife and kids before myself, that I shouldn't have. It's the eerie and icy reminder that I am all alone, that I am now nothing more than a battle torn, worn, now purposeless, forsaken warrior who's unheralded, who's become everybody's pity project, who's willing to adopt this so called pitiful, pathetic, abandoned sideshow act from a rundown carnival. Well, no more. That's it. I'm done. I'm fed up. That's it. I'm done with everybody. I'm done with everybody who calls me a friend but is not. I am from henceforth I am done. I will no longer tip my hand at trying to befriend anyone or socialize amongst a flock of sheep who is trying to wear wolf's clothing. I am done trying to be anybody's friend when obviously so many of my acquaintances don't really care or even realize this. But anyone who really does care and actually it means anything to them, they will know what it means. They will be impacted and it'll hurt and they will speak up. But if they don't, well, you know what? Then get out of my life. Move forward. I'm done. If it offends anybody that I say this, then I guess that means something. If it doesn't, then go on with your daily lives and pay no mind to me. And I don't know whether or not this will make a you know a movement or will touch anybody or affect or make people think or not. I don't know if anybody who's going to watch this video. But if it does, and if it does make anybody of a difference, it's going to make those who have lived a life that has been non-stop, continuous bombardments of endless, harrowing, traumatic, and torturous tragedies, misfortunes, and continuous letdowns, and they're residing in the dark, and they're lost without a stray. Those veterans who serve this country, those who have given their all to their friends and family, who are not veterans, who are just people, individuals, or normal people, or people who are trying to live life in the best of circumstances against all odds. It's going to reach those people the most. Those who have never stopped giving up a fight. Those who have prevailed against the darkness when all else has failed. where the whole world sees them as an outcast or a negative or depressed or a socially antisocial person. This is who it will touch. This is who it will mean something to. This is how it will ring out. This is how those individuals will know that the ones that are closest to us are the poisonous ones, but they're also the most inspirational ones. It is the people who are the outcasts, the exiles, the ones forced into banishment, who are forced into loneliness and forsaken by those closest to them and by the world alone that will touch. It is those who understand this very phrase. In my belief and opinion, we all feel pain in some sense or another so we can live and feel part of life because it is the one thing, as I've mentioned in the beginning, that is consistent. Then rather feeling dead, we feel that pain so we can feel alive, rather than feeling damn near half dead, with one hand out of the grave and reaching for hope and that clinging bit of fleeting hope and that light that is somewhere up there as the whole world seems to throw dirt upon our grave over and over again, attempting to bury us and myself alive. And as that darkness closes upon us and we think it's the end, all of a sudden that light shines through, and another day is born again, and then once again our reoccurring waking nightmare begins once again. Non-stop, this begins. Our reoccurring waking nightmare begins, and it never ends. I don't know who this is going to reach, but I'm hoping somebody watches this and they realize that depression, PTSD, for all those who have it, from civies to veterans, it is a devastating, detrimental life taker. You don't know what you have until someone is gone. You don't realize how so much is hurting until they have taken their life. And you don't realize how much they were a friend until they're gone because they couldn't take it anymore. Because the pain that kept them alive was the one thing they took to the grave, and they feel beyond it. You don't know what it's like to feel real pain until the one you thought you knew and that you thought was wrong and negative is gone because no one gave a damn. And only one perception of you was saw, and it was the one who was in the wrong. It was yours. And the person that you cared about, truly wanted to care about, that you only cared about when you wanted to, is now gone. They took their life in name in vain, so they can no longer live with a living pain. But now they can die with the pain and carry it into purgatory. And that one day, somewhere beyond the vast darkness, they can find a ray of hope, and that pain will be no more. But who's to say for certain? Stay simplified to who you are, your friends and family, and never forget to look out for those who are lost, depressed, and lonely. Because before you know it, you will soon be holding that shovel and looking down at the grave that you were throwing dirt upon your best friend and your family. And then you will be filled with that regret that they were.